Good evening, folks. Welcome to another episode of Hating to Be Grilling. This evening, we're going to stay right here in the kitchen, make a very simple Cajun pasta. So let's get started. All right, folks. For this recipe, we're only going to need one dish. And first thing we're going to do is take a Dutch oven. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of olive oil down into the Dutch oven. We're going to set our heat to a medium-high heat. Now, as our olive oil is heating up, we're going to take 1 12-ounce package of smoked sausage. Now, I like to use the beef, but it's up to you. We're just going to cut it down in little pieces like so. Now that our oil has started heating up, we're going to add the sausage into our Dutch oven. We're just going to keep working these around, moving them around until they start to get cooked. I mean, they'll start to kind of brown up a little bit. Now, as this is cooking, we're going to sprinkle over some Cajun seasoning, your choice and your preference on how much. Now, I'm using Slappy Mama. Just going to sprinkle it over the sausage. Next, we're going to dice up 1 onion. I already cut it in half. Now we're just going to dice it. All right, now our sausage is done, so we're going to remove that from the Dutch oven into a bowl. I meant to line up with paper towels, didn't. All right, now that we've got our onion cut, we're going to add it into our skillet, or our Dutch oven rather, I'm sorry. We're going to scrape it off in there. Okay, folks, so next we're going to take 1 red or yellow orange bell pepper, and I'm not going to dice this one. I'm going to cut this one into slices. We're going to add our bell pepper to the Dutch oven, followed by 4 cloves of minced garlic, or 4 teaspoons. All right, so now that we've got our onion, our bell pepper, and our garlic in here, we're just going to keep moving these around and cooking these on that same medium-high heat for about 5 minutes, or until the onion is nice and tender, cooked through. All right, folks, now that we've got our onions nice and cooked through, we're going to add 2 cups of chicken broth, 1 can of diced tomatoes, about another 2 teaspoons worth of that Cajun seasoning. Next, we're going to add about 8 ounces worth, or half a pack, of pasta. Now, you can use spaghetti noodles, or you can use linguine, but we're going to break them in half, just like we would if we were making a thing of spaghetti. All right, so now we're gonna just kind of stir this around. I know I got my noodles in there, but we're gonna let this come to a boil. Truth be told, I should have stirred this around before I put the noodles in. Got a little ahead of myself, but it's okay. Folks, we got us a nice little rumbling boil going, so we're gonna reduce our heat to a simmer. We're gonna put our lid on the pot for about 10 minutes, stirring occasionally to break up the pasta. While we're waiting on this to finish simmering down, I didn't add chicken to this. If you wanted to add chicken, you could add it in after we cooked the sausage, then added the chicken in along with the vegetables. But I'm going without the chicken, just shrimp and sausage. All right, so we've been simmering for about 10 minutes now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the lid, and we're gonna add half a cup of heavy cream to the pot, and then we're going to add shrimp. Now, I added the shrimp in a little bit later because when I bought the shrimp, they were already the cooked shrimp, so I didn't want to overcook them. So what we're going to do now that we've got the shrimp and the heavy cream in, we're just going to stir this all in together, and then we're going to put the lid back on it and let this continue to simmer until the pasta is cooked all the way through. The directions called for adding the sausage back in at a later time, but I'm gonna go ahead and add it now to let it start incorporating all the flavors. Again, we're just gonna stir this in, and at this point now, all we're waiting on is for our pasta to cook through. All right, folks, so we just put some in a bowl. It looks and smells really good. Now time for that all-important taste test. All right, here we got that all-important taste test. We got some pasta, bell pepper, shrimp, and sausage. We knocked that one out of the park. Now, it is a little more soupier than I was anticipating. Did not hurt the flavor at all. I would go down to a cup of the chicken broth, and I will put that in the description of the video. But very good flavor from the Cajun seasoning. That's the only seasoning we used on this thing. The sausage, the shrimp, the pasta, folks, onions, bell peppers, so good. And it's all in one pot, and it took less than 45 minutes. So y'all please let me know what you think of the video. Y'all please like, subscribe, and we'll see y'all later.